have to learn too.
Yeah, I guess.
So you get 90 years old.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
Then we lived here till 74. Grandpa died and I'm alone. 13 years now in June. And the kids are all over in Switzerland, granddaughter. Come over, Grandma. I said, no.
You should.
No.
Surprise her. Just go over there
Yeah,
and surprise
it's
her.
okay. I went over those in the airplane.
You've never flown in an airplane,
No,
huh?
I don't care for it.
Is that right? Why not? How do you know?
Oh, we got place the ground, Grandpa said. We got room here. Yeah. So I go to Bismarck, visit them a little, and
Yeah, you got lots of people.
one time I went to California all alone too with the bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when Dad was died a year, after a year I went, 13 states I went. 13
Oh,
states.
that's right. I remember that. You went
Yes.
visiting. Yeah.
We town to Mary Weekend and
Oh, yeah.
Dora and Bill and all the way.
I do remember that.
Send I visit Miami and
Andrea, you can't open it.
California. It's enough noise. Yeah, that's the way that was life. Where I was well so far. I can be thankful.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I can walk wherever I want. Eat.
How
Yeah.
did they have Christmas programs up at this Glickstall? They had lots of kids and they would sing. And
Yeah, they did.
when did you get your first organ and stuff like that?
Well, here?
For the church, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was in, first got the organ, yeah. It was maybe in, I don't know what year. I was married a couple of years. And Grandma Lang, she always wanted an organ. We had no organ. And she said, I give $5. And the other was pitched in. They bought an organ. And a couple of years later, she always wanted a bell. Bell for ringing. And she started $5 again.
That's Grandma.
Grandma Elizabeth Lang. And then they bought the bell. She's still up there.
Oh, well, that's sure.
They won't
nice.
sell it, they say.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's
We
good.
could hear Sunday morning went out, and then early you can hear the bell ringing. The farm. We had that bell on Napoleon. Boy, that would be something.
Yeah.
She got a better tune than any of those little things
Oh.
they have. There wasn't Napoleon that rings, so
Yeah.
you can hardly hear it.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, maybe they should move it into Napoleon.
I don't know if they give it a glitch, I won't give it.
You know what? They should take that bell though and preserve it somehow.
It would be
You know.
would be for usable.
Yes.
It would
that's
be a
what I mean.
souvenir.
Right.
That would be something for Napoleon.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's the end.
Yeah, if you want to quit for a
Stay
while, I
until I
guess.
die.
Oh, no. If you think of something else, why, we can turn it back on here.
Okay.
You.
Fade mode.
He wasn't at school anymore. And
Where's that tape?
I was standing by the window and he didn't come too long. I was reading, I tried to make him negative maybe. Henry had drove in the yard, so I was released.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause everybody talks about like the 1966 blizzard, and then
yeah.
there were,
Oh, it was not supposed 66.
was a, yeah, 3
There was a
days.
big blizzard when we were in California.
That's the one, yeah, 66.
Well, that was before I came home, yeah.
Right. Yeah, before you came home
Oh,
that
yeah.
next summer, yeah.
We got 5 letters in one day
Oh, really?
in North Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
My lady said,
You can come in.
my lady said I had a good friendly friend, she had no children. She said, what are your dear children writing? I said, they got a big blizzard in North Dakota. They called it cattle killer.
Cattle killer?
I listened to the radio in the evening, said North Dakota got a cattle killer. I don't know what that meant. But later I found out. Yeah, it was a big blizzard. The snow was so bad. And the lady also, that's what my children writes.
Winter of 36.
We were at home, we had hay and everything. We had lots of fuel, we never took to town.
Oh, really?
We can drive, there's some people are out of coal.
Well, because
Oh,
they couldn't get to
They
town.
go to get some coal a little bit. Then we get a little coal left and then we drive to town and get coal. The house got cold and they get back. We never had trouble. In August we put the coals in. The basement, yeah.
You had enough for all winter, huh?
Yeah, it's left over. We had some manure and some wood. We never saved no fuel. No. We always had all the time.
What was the
Flowers, we had 2,000 pounds upstairs. You can pick what you want.
How about the summer of '36 was really hot too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah. But we made it. The turkeys made it too. When they died, we put them in the shade and
Oh, really?
make them wet, so they made it. And Ruben was watching the cattle. You had the hardest time, whatever the war was, he said. The days were so long, he couldn't believe it.
Because he was out in the
10
hot.
o'clock, he was eating his dinner already, 10 o'clock. And Albert comes drove by and he said, he had no clock, you know. It's what time? 10 o'clock. I ate dinner already, he said. Couldn't pass the time. And I was watching the sheep too. I was about 14 years old. Down here there were the sheep. Then I lay down, I could sleep in the sun. Let my bonnet down and by the stone I slept. And it was dinner time, the sheep came home with the corral. I woke up, the sheep were gone, I went home for dinner. They always went home, it got so hot, you know.
Oh yeah, because they wanted to get into the shade.
And the water, you know.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when they drilled the first well on this place?
We didn't drill any.
There was
We dug this by hand down here.
down. How far was? Where was that from here?
I could walk down. And that down
You dug
there,
it by
sure.
hand. How deep was it?
It was about 20 feet maybe.
20 feet deep.
20 feet or 24.
And you had to haul the water up by hand,
Yeah.
carry it up by hand.
Yeah.
How
The
about
other
for
one we had a pump down there. Just for the house we used this.
Oh.
There was kind of better water than that. It's kind of leggy down there. Oh, the well is still there. There's a little house, isn't it?
Down there, yeah. Dad put one back in again many years later.
Oh, maybe it did.
Is that the one you used for cattle? Then
Yeah,
down
yeah,
there?
yeah.
It wasn't real good water
They
though.
always went down there. And the Langs, when they moved up there, the well was so deep.
Yeah.
And then he brought the horses sometimes down, the cows, when it's nice days. Drank them here. Margaret, when she was that 13 years old.
Why would you do that? Because it was too hard to pump the water up there, or
They had no well.
or they didn't have any well?
That one winter was a hard winter. There was lots of snow. And the cow wasn't out of the barn the whole winter. They had one cow. She had every day she carried 3 pails of water in the barn for that cow.
Huh.
And the hay. She worked hard now. She was 90 years old in January. Still living.
So, who dug the well here first to drill the well? Was that Jake?
Grandpa Racer.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
What year was that?
Oh, 1906 we came here.
Oh, so this well?
Not this.
Not the, who? How about the one that was out
I
here?
think that built it. He digged it up.
Or was
He
that
didn't dig
Jake
the
or
well.
Jake Zimmerman?
He didn't dig no. Maybe that, I don't know.
I see.
He only had 2 so well till I got married. That's all I know.
The only well you ever had was that one down
This
there?
one down there, 2 wells. You know, one thing, the folks were gone. Oh, they were in Shimstown a couple of days. And we all got the water in this, you know, for cooking. And Grandpa came home with his daughter and they came home and tasted the water. The water's not good anymore, he said. We had to clean the well. He went down, put the water out, nice and cleaned out. There were some gophers in.
Oh, yeah.
He smelled it, water wasn't good. Then he cleaned it out and now the water was good again. I'll never forget that.
Gophers in, yeah.
They fall in by the side. And they never could get out, you know. The molding.
Just like the spring,
Yeah.
we'd have to clean that out every now and then.
Oh yeah, eat it. But that time, Grandpa knows it right away. He said, we have to clean the well, that water's not good. So he cleaned it
You
up.
could smell it, huh, or something?
You could taste it a bit. Yeah, we drank so much tea. We cooked it always.
Oh, yeah.
First time we drank too.
Oh.
But you drink the water
Toast
and,
them?
Post
No,
them.
post them, yeah,
we all
post
raised it up and pushed them like
that
this.
old coffee that, I mean,
That big,
you can still get it.
no, you can, there's big boxes, blue boxes.
But you can
Thank
still
you.
get post.
That's made of oats and wheat and everything.
Yeah, you can still buy that.
You can
Oh.
still buy it.
Yeah, you can get
Yes.
in Grand Forks. You can. I know
Oh,
that.
Yeah, I've
I was
seen it.
raised up with that and my kids too.
Is that right?
Post them,
Hmm.
huh? It's kind of a
If you cook
different,
it good, it's really got good taste. Cook it a longer
you
time.
have to cook it long.
Longer than coffee. Oh yeah, cook it
No
good.
wonder.
The more you cook it, the better it tastes.
Oh,
That's kind of healthy too. It's better than coffee, I think. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe.
Some people they say coffee's not good. Some
Yeah.
say that it's good. Yeah, I always
Yeah,
like it.
I don't know what's good anymore and what isn't. It seems like,
Oh, they make the coffee like tea now. That doesn't make a danger. You can drink it all your life. Years ago, they made good coffee. That Zigori, that was kind of dark. It was good taste.
what was that made out of?
It was coffee, and then that Zigori was kind of darker. I don't know, it was kind of
Oh,
pressed together.
huh,
Kind of different. It was good taste.
it was. Wonder if there's still something like that around.
I don't know. It was,
Zigori.
there was long red rolls like this,
Oh,
round like a sweep, broom stick, the
the
handle.
broomstick like
Like
that.
stick, maybe not quite.
Mm.
And then we had some was wrapped in silver. Was kind of
Foil.
like a cake, a little bit wrapped in. Take a little piece, put it in too.
Oh, I've
And my
never.
aunt used that, the silver.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Grandma Simon, she cooked the coffee. She put lots of coffee in, so it got strong too.
Oh,
More coffee in. She never wanted stale coffee. She won't drink the stuff like you drink now. No.
It's too weak.
Oh, it doesn't smell like coffee.
she wanted coffee.
She wanted coffee and cream, sugar. Oh, it tasted good. But you got 82 years old. We got our Bible reading every morning and prayed.
It didn't help to worry,
And
did
trust in
it?
the Lord, trust in the Lord, what else you can do.
Mhm.
Do your work and,
Live day by day.
yeah. Sunday was Sunday. There was no pigging and things like that. It was Sunday. Only milk the cows.
That's the only thing you do, huh?
Yeah, no.
Do you remember
And church.
celebrating 4th of July ever?
Oh yeah,
What would you do for that?
streeter.
Oh,
When I was home, there was no 4th of July, our folks, no.
oh really?
When I was married, Grandpa liked 4th of July.
That big two of
And
them.
then we,
Oh,
well, 4th of July was Napoleon or street or whatever it was.
So you load all the kids up and
Yes, yeah. And then the last years, there was bigger ones. And I don't, was it a long day for me, with the little kids, 2 years
Sure.
and 4 years. I said, you go, I stay home. Take the big ones along, go wherever you. Then I stayed home and was pitching, sitting on the shade outside in the summer kitchen. Someone drove by in the evening and said, she made a good deal. She was all day home sitting in the shade and they were out in the sun. It was kind of years ago, there was no shade so much in the town.
yeah, right. There's not trees like there's now.
Yeah,
and stuff.
children got tired and so I keep 2 or 3 home, the others said no way.
Did when Raisler, your stepfather, was in Russia, did he go to the Lutheran church there and he started
Oh
going?
yes, yeah.
But he turned Seventh Day
He
Adventist
told
when he.
here, yeah.
I see.
Ma had an uncle, and he went to his church.
Oh, he.
She had an uncle too, was Lutheran too. But then he started here, yeah. About 10 years I went to the Advent church.
I see.
Then I was married,
Hmm.
And I always said too, my grandparents were Lutheran, everybody, and so I went to Lutheran all the years. She was always Lutheran too, she said. She knew her parents how they were, and all her life but Grandpa liked that so much, she gave in. I never had no fights. Not like nowadays. The parents make so much.
Yeah.
We never heard about divorce either. No, never heard this. I never said to my parents, wonder why I knew what divorce was. No.
Do you remember the first people you knew that got a divorce? Do you remember who that was?
It's pretty hard.
there anything that you remember about my dad too, as a little kid, what he was like?
Oh, he was like a running kid. He wasn't everything. He thought he knows everything. Have to watch, learn him and learn him. Like when Mary was little, they lived in the house over there, a year I think. And Louise always washed in my basement, clothes. There was the stove and the washing machine. She took the clothes over and Mary was inside. One morning, it was October or April or was some snow still. And she let Merle inside, closed the door and no shoes on. And when she was over the big, he came in out without shoes in the snow. Come running over to our house. I looked out and I said, "Oh, look, Merle is coming there. He's barefoot, take a blanket." And then Louise went home on the basement road. She came home, Merle isn't here. Then we called over. "No, he's in here." Came running barefoot in the snow. He wasn't freezing. He wanted to go to my place. He was already there,
I see, sure. Hmm. Yeah.
And that one died, Wesley.
Yeah.
That summer was kind of hot summer too. And I said she can bring him up. I babysit for him.
Mm-hmm.
It was too hard for out in the field. If the baby out there all day, and he was 9 months old. And then she brought him up. 1 week here and 1 week to Grandma Gumps. And that 1 week he died, he was at Grandma Gumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I took him always over the house. There was no flies when he went to sleep. And when he went awake, put him in the summer kitchen. He was kind of scared. When he woke up in the house, he looked around. Everything was empty.